I actually had taught a class a little bit down the road in Evans Lab from 8 to 9. I'd gone back to my office in Watts Hall, and as one does at that time of day, made coffee, and just started it when our building fire alarm went off. So everybody exited the building. It turned out it was a gas leak in some equipment in one of the research laboratories. So everybody was standing outside. The Columbus Fire Department turned up. The Columbus Police Department, I think, came with them as well. And firemen in the full gear and breathing apparatus went in to check on this leak. After about probably 15-20 minutes, the firemen came out, and that's usually a sign that they've cleared the building and it's about time to go in. And as I was walking, I suddenly heard a shout, and then this tremendous crash, and it was the silver car, the perpetrator's car, that had mounted the curb and hit a large, well, you saw them probably, one of those large concrete planters on the curb, bounced off, and that did enough damage to stop the car. And as it was stopping, I assumed, because I didn't really see it, as it was stopping, it clipped in the back of my right leg and basically flipped me up in the air, and I landed on, which at my age is not what you want to do. And so I was there and a little bit dazed and figuring how to get up. And meanwhile, the perpetrator had exited the vehicle on the other side, the road side, which was his driver's side, and had begun to attack the students. And there was a lot of noise and a lot of shouting. However, I got up, and with a number of students and some others, they started to make progress towards the building, to get in the building and hide. And even as I was doing that, before I could get to the back end of the building, which was only probably 20 yards away, I heard the 3 shots that presumably were the ones that Officer Ushko fired that took down the assailant. That was it. I went down into the basement of the building, which of course I know very well. Okay, which I know very well, and sat there, and one of the students with me said, "Oh, you're bleeding." And I said, "Yeah, well, I got a little blood." No, he said, "No," and there were footprints of blood all the way down the hall. So at that point, they called one of the emergency, I think it was in the fire department, emergency technicians. They came down, and they were fortunately already on the scene. At this stage, until we really know all the facts, I prefer to hold judgment. He was an OSU student. He was from Somalia, but he's an OSU student. And having been a faculty member for 35 years, I'm only too aware of the things that drive students sometimes to do things that they wouldn't ordinarily do. And so, before I pass judgment on this young man, I would like to see exactly what the circumstances are and exactly why he took the course of action that he chose to. In the end of the day, as I said earlier, I'm sore, but I'm going home this afternoon, and he's dead. So I think, my sense is, out of respect just for the living and the dead, that we should wait until we know exactly what the truth is.